Raised sleeper beds. Number one rule with those is buy oak ones. Don't buy softwood sleepers. They just don't last. Even if you do all the protection you can on them, you're basically filling them with wet soil in a country where it rains half the time. They'll just rot they'll start rotting after 2 years. Now, if you're doing something to spruce it up and then sell a house or, I don't know, something like that, then maybe, yeah, but build them out of oak, right? And there's a certain way you can do it that just makes it a lot better. So let's say we're going to just look at the front corner. Say this is an oak sleeper going like that. On the bottom of the oak sleeper, you want to put some big screws in the bottom of it, sticking out the bottom. So if we're looking at the bottom of the sleeper like this, you're going to stick them, drill them in like that, okay? You're going to need decent screws because the oak is going to be tough to screw into. You can't just put a screw straight into oak, it will just snap the drill bit or snap the screw. So you might need to pilot it as well. But you want things sticking out the bottom of the sleeper like that. Then you want to, so say you're going to make it this shape, which is the usual shape of a retaining bed, raised bed. So you're going to want to dig a foundation, something like the size of that. So all of this is going to be dug out. Dig it out like this much. Not mega amounts because you're not building a house on it, but a spade depth would be loads. So underneath here you've got a spade depth. Then you want to fill this area with wet concrete, just like you're going to build a brick wall, okay? And then so underneath this you're going to have this lovely bit of concrete like this, and the concrete's going to be nice and thick. So what happens is, when this concrete goes off, all these screws that are sticking out down the bottom like that, they go off in the concrete. So this here is real solid, right? And you do that for the whole thing. So you'll have a sleeper going that way. You have another one going all across the back. How are we going to do that? Yeah, that way around. And this one goes across like that. So underneath here is all concrete with your nails sticking out the bottom like that. And then you want to pilot a hole here and here and drill right through into that one. So you're locking that sleeper into that one and that way and all the way around. Once you've got your foundation sleeper in, all the way around like this, and let that go off, and all screw it together, let it go off, that is an absolutely solid base to go off of then. And you build this thing, usually 3 sleepers high, 4 sleepers high, stood up on their end, and then you just, inside that, you want to make sure you, well, there's another tip actually, make sure you don't concrete this bit in. You want to leave that soil, because we actually want the rain to go down through and soak out through the bottom. That way you're not going to get water holding in this thing like a, I don't know, a water trough. I don't know why I thought of that, but you know what horses drink water out of. It will just hold the water and it'll make all the plants boggy and it'll make the sleepers rot. So you want to make sure when you're concreting, leave this open. Then what you're going to do is staple, nail, screw, just some membrane to the inside wall, so just the vertical sides of the wall. And don't go all the way to the top because you'll see it, so leave it about 2 inches down. Then you can fill this up with quality topsoil and you've got yourself a decent raised planter that will last you more than 10 years. If you do it right, it will last 15, 20 years before the thing, rots, because it's oak. Do it properly, do it once. That's my advice.